All right, keep moving, keep moving. Come on. Oh my gosh. All right, hopefully that wasn't for too long. Oh, low digestion. Oh no, you guys. New actually ended up eating some of the fake rocks that tricked her and looked like she was going to be able to eat some of her delicious mushrooms, which, you know, now that I think about it, I haven't seen the wild mushrooms that the Ambu actually rely on for food in ages, in like forever. I don't think we've seen them since like the first couple of the mushrooms that we ran into, which is very bad. And now, as we get ready to go back into the desert, I think that that is a humble reminder of how here on Katori Village, our assistance of helping New stay alive by being able to bring her plenty of the mushrooms and the food that we grow is an absolutely important thing. And we take care of her just like she takes care of us. So hello everyone and welcome back to what may very well be the first season and arc of our Katori Village with New. I'm very excited for future updates, so never fear. And we are going to go ahead and get ready to actually celebrate New by going and building the new survival monument, which I think will have stone slabs and enough glass for pretty soon. It's gonna go right here. We just need to kind of build a few more houses and scooch some things around. We're getting very close with a lot of the resources, but we're not quite there yet with some of them. All right, let's clear out a few more of these trees, if you please. And then more of these rocks, actually. And we are trying to continue building the village too. There is just so much going on. New roads, new houses that are stronger than ever so that we can hopefully have all of our villagers not only protected from any of the poison forests we go into, but I think the cottages were a little bit more sturdy in the storm. I couldn't really tell, which was a bit of a pity. All right, let's go ahead and just put a dirt road over here too. There we are. All right. And we're getting some wheat planted because we are getting ready to actually enter a desert zone, so we want to be prepared. These guys are missing resources from the water that they need to collect. And here we go, my friends. With over 1,000 water to our name, we have now just entered a new desert. This is not what our people wanted. We wanted to be able to avoid entering a desert again so soon after we were just holding handfuls of water as we worked through Timrek Desert. But unfortunately, we weren't able to stay in the Luna Moon mountain range as long as we wanted. We did indeed pray to the moon, and in the night, the long night, as our beautiful New slept, we were able to go ahead and have all of our air wells refilled. So I like to imagine that there was a rainstorm that we were able to celebrate while we were in the mountains, and we were able to go ahead and replenish our water reserves. But as always, I think our villagers are quite nervous to see if that is going to be enough to help them survive through the vastness of the new Luetz Desert after Angel Luetz. And Angel, thank you so much for suggesting Foundation, another city building game. I absolutely would love to play it sometime. I have been keeping a close eye on it, and I love the organic way that the villages there grow. So keep your eyes out for more adventures. But for now, we will continue to settle ourselves deep into the heart of Katori Village and try to finish up some of the challenges that we set for ourselves, like reaching 1,000 kilometers and also hopefully being able to go ahead and survive. Like, that's kind of the big deal. Like, survive. I would love to get the laboratory up if we could, but right now I think we just have to kind of deal with what we've got. There we go. And let's actually collect a bit more of that iron ore. All right, and now that we have entered the desert, and now that we will start producing less in our air wells, and we had not started to fill up very many of our water tanks, I think the priorities of the village are going to begin to shift a little bit. So instead of making biogas, I want to see if we can get our villagers to actually make some compost. And I want to see if we can start using compost here for our wheat. So we can grow our wheat a little bit better because it struggles to grow in this temperature. And then we're going to have this group work on making corn because they are so close to all of the water tanks. And then I might have this group go ahead and switch to making cactuses. I mean, we need food up here is kind of the catch. So I'm going to have them work on corn as well. So we're going to switch to corn. And then I'm going to knock down one of the workers there. Phew! Alright, it's day 119. How are our worker posts? A bunch of our harvesters are going around trying to finish up some of their work. We have a couple builders and we have several carriers. Alright, do we need anything else harvested? We have a bit of wood. We're getting more stone. I feel like I might need more builders at the moment. Like, we'll harvest a few more things. And I do feel like maybe it would be better if we had more builders at the second. I need to be very careful never to harvest new, like, spikes, because that sounds like it would be exceptionally painful for her. Alright, and maybe a couple more trees back there. I'm so glad that the village knows about the mother trees, and we never try to mess with those. And you know what? I do feel like it might be time for a sawmill. Just a sawmill, like right here. It's going to cut off some of the paths, but it would be great to go ahead and just have that out of the way and that resource of water. Because this is just kind of like, or the resource of space. This is kind of just like in everybody's way. But at the same time, it's a really cool giant tree trunk. I struggle with these kinds of decisions because I myself think that that's really fascinating and fun. All right, corn, wheat. And I think I'm going to go ahead and let this farm now be built. And we'll try to get some more farmers in here. And what we'll do is we'll have these guys end up being the dedicated cactus growers. And they'll just hopefully overlap with these other farms. All right, cottage constructed. How's New doing? She seems like she's doing all right. And I think what I'll do is I'm going to switch our harvesters over. I mean, there's so many of them. How many stray people do we have roaming around who could end up in my building core? We've got general workers. We have harvesters. We had one stray person floating around. And I actually think, how many of the villagers are sick at the moment? Let's see. Nobody is sick right now, so I'm going to drop down a couple of the village doctors. And in the interest of water preservation, reduce the number of herbalists as well. There we go. It's fascinating how you have to juggle all of those things as you're thinking about, like, how to maintain everything, how to go ahead and take care of the whole village. And I feel like the town council is busier than... Now they're actually a town council. It's not just Elder Jack and Elder David. May they be happy wherever the heck they have disappeared to among this crowd. But it's not just the elders, like, guiding everyone anymore. Oh boy, and the air wells are totally out of water. We're like really out of water on this side of things. Alright, can we see anything? We can! There's actually hope to enter a jungle. Jungles can be very dangerous in their own right, but they also give us water. Oh, there's another shrine! Yes! Okay, that's gonna be awesome. And the new farm is now constructed. And we want to go ahead and I want cactuses built. No compost. Yeah, and then let's see. No plot assigned. Let's start having them plant cactuses. I mean, even around here, I don't care. Like, I think that's kind of cool. If they want to go ahead and start farming all the way up there, go for it. And we're going to have them overlap with cactuses there. If they can. And we'll see. Yeah, well, they're gonna take over some spots. And then I'm going to actually decrease the zone that these guys are for. What happened? Ohm's belly rumbles because of low digestion. Oh my gosh! Literally, some of our buildings have just collapsed because, oh no, not all of our water. Ah! After all of that careful preparation to make sure we would have plenty of water, legitimately the water, like, is one of the first things to go. Oh my gosh. All right, that's it. We need to start figuring out how to make laxatives for this poor creature. Like, what on earth? Okay. All right, low priority on all of the roads, but high priority on anything that gives us food, like the berry gatherers. The kitchens didn't go down, but the bakery did. I can't believe that we actually ended up losing so many buildings for a minute because of her digestive issues. No, I feel so bad for her. We're gonna have to, like, fix that. And I wonder how the compost is going to affect how the crops grow as well. Like, will it improve their growth rate? Alright, and at least we've got some cactus farmers, like, hard at work over here. Do we have any... Yeah, we've got plenty of people who can come and be cactus farmers. Wow! That really surprised me, and now we need to wait for our scout tower to be rebuilt before we're able to see anything that's going on. Thankfully, more people are joining in now. Please get everything repaired. At least we've got a lot of water, but now we need to worry about, like, the food. One of the scavenging parties just came back, but we can't see enough to make that really an exciting ordeal. And then after these guys get this berry muesli done, let's switch these ones to polenta. Do I have enough corn yet? I'm starting to get some corn. Alright, yes! Okay, our scout tower is back up. And we can send some of our people out. So, oh, and we're out of, we're completely out of sand already? Oh my gosh! I can't build any more cottages because we're gonna have to really dedicate what we have left to actually going ahead and building that monument, like I said, or else we're gonna run out. Like, we need some stone slabs, and otherwise we're gonna, like, run out. Okay, so, heck. Ironically, we need to fix this hut in order to go ahead and destroy this hut, which I think is somewhat ironic, but we can just imagine, using a little bit of that elbow grease of imagination and immersive roleplay, that the people have to go ahead and remove all the debris. And I think that that is definitely a great argument that we should work on figuring out laxatives. Which sounds so weird, but I think we should. We should figure out how to go ahead and give her some of the laxatives. And I think we can actually create that in the kitchen. So we would need one thing of food, some mushrooms, and some herbs. And we're going to let Hero Claudia, who has now picked up a new job, apparently, we're going to let them make one. I wish you could set how many to produce before they should stop, but we're going to let them do one and just see how that works out. All right, my friends. Well, here we are. People are a little bit hungry. Some people are starving. But Mountain Climber James managed to go ahead and get some of his food. Thank goodness. And I think, yeah, the builders are repairing everything. Harvesters, carriers. I don't think we need too many harvesters now, so I'm going to switch them over to general workers for a little bit. Some of the paths are getting filled. And then we can go ahead and deconstruct those. Uh-oh. Actually, we have 82 housing right now. Why? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Never mind. Never mind, never mind. Don't deconstruct these. Because I just realized if we deconstruct these, phew, we're not going to have enough places for people to live, which is not good. because that's exactly where I wanted to put our grand finale piece. And I don't have enough glass to build the monument and to build the cottages. Oh no! Alright, I mean, and the stone slabs are also falling behind. Alright, let's get the stone cutter repaired. Are both my scavenging parties out? They are. Ooh, okay, and we're gonna need to make a decision. There's a shrine down to the south, but there's a ruined settlement off to the north. We're already scavenging one of the shrines. And thankfully New is doing all right, but we need to decide now, friends. Are we going to go ahead and go to the north or to the south? The south has a group of poisoned nomads who desperately need help, and the north actually has, let's see, a ruined settlement. So maybe they're from that settlement. I think we're going to go ahead and we're going to go south, but we'll try to send somebody to scout that settlement. Let's see if I can get one of our expedition teams back soon. All right, they're almost back. And 14 mushrooms! That's so cool! I don't know if we've ever brought back mushrooms before. That's super important. There we go. All right, and the glass blowers literally can't do anything, so I'm gonna actually shut them down and see if we can hire more stone keepers, or stone cutters. Because what I really need right now is more cut stone than anything. And I think... Alright, the farmers... I think I actually have too many farmers over here, because they're working all of the cactus range they can. That makes me really happy to see, like, if you put more farms, you really do get more use of all of that, the plots that you put down. Good, so I guess our water situation is not going to be quite as desperate as it looked like for a little bit there. And I'm happy. Yeah, the boulder is slowly but surely being worked on. And I think, let's see if we have actually created... We do indeed. No, wait, do we not? Let's see. I don't think we have one of the laxatives just yet. Yeah, somebody is off to gather the last of the herbs from, or to get some food as well. Oh hey, but we did just collect more dung. So it's being turned into compost, and I am hoping that is potentially helping grow some of the wheat a little bit faster. Well, I think we've learned something here, friends. You definitely don't want to ignore when your gigantic walking mountain that you live on happens to eat something that it shouldn't. And also, I can't believe that we ran out of sand. And it's going to be a long time before we can get enough sand, so I'm sort of torn between trying to build more explorer huts or just building some huts elsewhere and being like, sorry guys, you've just got to take what you got. I think we're going to go for the sorry guys route. Where it's just like, look, I know this isn't ideal to live in the small house, but until we're able to get more sand, it is what it is. I think that's what we're gonna do. So we'll build a couple more of the houses. I mean, I guess we're gonna need the huts no matter what anyway, because we're about to pick up a bunch of survivors who are going to need somewhere to go. You know what? This is better than nothing. This is definitely better than like not having anywhere to go. Oh, and we can fit in a little hut right over here too. And once we get those built, we'll be able to go ahead and deconstruct these ones and get our monument finished before we run out of all of the resources for it. Also, look at our farms! Yes! Huzzah! I actually am really, really proud of our village. I think they're doing a great job. Excellent. All right, guys. Oh, and also our beloved New is getting sleepy. Maybe we'll be able to gather a little bit of more of the sand. Oh, and we're about to bring back more knowledge. Yes! More lost knowledge. Go get this sand. More lost knowledge collected up so that I think, is that 3? Oh, we're just 1 knowledge point away from the laboratory and it's over here. Yes! Okay, I think we're getting really close now, guys. This is getting pretty exciting. But all right, thank you guys so much for joining me on this big adventure. If you guys could, do please leave a little like for our beloved New. We will never let her become that ill again because here in the Ombu kitchen, we are now cooking up some laxatives for her. And if you would like to join us on this and literally thousands more adventures, do please consider subscribing. But most importantly, my friends, stay curious, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye!